feel like people always come on social media to talk about the good things, the things that they have something to say about, that they have something to offer, that the value that they have to offer to their audience. And I'm definitely a victim of this. I feel as though whenever I'm posting on social media, it's always shit that you it's always a positive shit. Like it's always like the happy shit. It's always successful shit. It's always me talking about knowing shit. And to be honest, like I'm still figuring this shit out. Like I've been doing this for 8 years. In terms of just like entrepreneurship, working 60-hour weeks, doing 2, 3, 4 things at the same time, sacrificing relationships, sacrificing, go partying on the weekends. And I'm still figuring this shit out. And I feel close. Like, I feel as though everything that I've done up until this point has led to here. So everything served a purpose and was in line with who I am. I think one of the biggest things I've learned is there is no right answer, and there is no one that has the right answer for you. I don't even have the right answer for you. I can't tell you how to succeed. I can't tell you, doing this will make you successful. Anyone who claims to do that is just not really being fully truthful, in my opinion, because there is so much more context to things that go beyond a one solve all sort of solution. There's nothing that exists. And even if you were given that knowledge, you still have to be able to take action on that knowledge. So regardless of whether or not someone has that answer for you, it won't make a difference if you don't do it. And I even find myself doing this too, just like scrolling through Instagram and TikTok and like hearing all these, like, I made $6,000 a month drop shipping and things like that. And it's a distraction. It's a distraction, one, because I'm never going to drop ship. I'm not incentivized to make money and get caught up in a Dropbox or a e-commerce business and have to operate that for the next 4 or 5 years. Like I don't want that on my brain. I don't want that on my to-do thing, like on my mind to do every single day. And I think most people, what they really want is to be able to do what they want to do full time. It has nothing to do with money. Obviously, money is important and it's necessary to live in the society that we have today. But I think ultimately it should be started from what really drives you to wake up in the morning and gives you the motivation, and also is something that contains a sense of like longevity. Like, could I see myself, or could I at least see what I'm doing today bringing value to what I want to continue to do for the rest of my life? And one of the things I love about artists is I feel like art is a core foundation to artists, people that do and have learned to express art. And that's why I'm so drawn to artists, because they kind of already have that why, and like what pushes them to wake up in the morning. And from there, it's just reverse engineering, and it's figuring out together what can we do to go from where we're at right now, like having the skill of an artist and having already put 5, 6, 7, 10 years into your work, you're already ahead. That's the hardest part. Now it's just a matter of finding a way to go from where you're at right now and getting to a place that you want to be. And the struggle, and I understand this too, the struggle is you've put so much time into your art to learn it as a skill, and you have to continuously also adapt with the times and develop your skill further. Like, learning the whole business side of things, especially when you don't have as much of like a systematic, logical, structured mind, is a whole thing in itself. And I know it probably would feel as though you're starting from scratch, because not only do you have to like do the things that you plan, but you also have to plan. And not only that, I feel as though artists spend a lot of time creating on their own, and that in itself is a struggle. And I can definitely relate to that, of having like a sort of vision for something and seeing it in your way and appreciating it in your way, and just hoping that someone else can appreciate it as much as you do. Like, I know that struggle, and it's so difficult with art because we are personally tied to our art, because it is a piece of us. And when it comes to business, it's difficult because you really have to separate that part of you, when you're thinking from a strategic standpoint of seeing validation as data, as something that you can learn from, as opposed to taking it personally. Because like, if you don't have a good support system around you of people that are telling you that your art is good, and you're relying on random people that you don't know, for that validation, that's where it becomes a very gray area. And that's part of the reason why I want to work one-on-one with artists, because like I said before, I don't really know the answer, but I've been doing this long enough to know what it feels like to be doing this alone. And I would much rather be there as someone figuring it out with you, because no one else is doing it. Everyone else wants to do content on do it this way and then you'll succeed. But the thing is, it's a very iterative process. This whole journey is very iterative, It's trying things out, failing, and then moving forward. And really, the only way of failing forward is having someone there next to you to do it. And that's really why I wanted to start doing the AMO project, because it really is a project of love. And I love creatives. I love what they give to the world. I think it's a sense of vulnerability that this world needs, a sense of authenticity that this world needs, when everyone's trying to be someone else or someone better than what they already are. And that's why I'm committed to this new project.